Welcome. I am Bruce, your boys high school basketball content writer, exposure scout, and rankings expert. Got a great treat today. We are going to run down our recently released class of 2025 top 10. I always like any sophomore class as it gives you an entire body of work during the freshman season to evaluate young players. Also, you usually see the most improvement in players in between their freshman and sophomore season. This 2025 class has a lot of talented players. First thing that stuck out to me was about the size in this class. I want to break down my top 10 and kind of give you some of my strengths of those players. Coming in at number 10, Zach Abdallah. Zach is a 6'1" combo guard. He plays over at Foothill High School. Zach is one of the best pure scorers that we have. He's a guy that can shoot the ball, but he also has the ability to get to the rim both in transition and off his first step. He comes in at number 10. That's Zach Abdallah from Foothill. Coming in at number 9, Mason Abatin. Mason is a knockdown shooter. He comes in at number 9. He's a guy that did not play varsity minutes for a very, very talented high school. He's playing now for a different high school. I saw him a little bit in the summer. One of the best shooters we have regardless of class in the state. I'm really excited to see what he does. He's a guy to keep an eye on as a potential stock riser just because he's going to get the minutes and opportunity to shine. Besides from being a good shooter, he's really worked on improving his ability to get to the rack. And now the next step for him is his variety of angles that he can shoot the ball from. He comes in at number 9. That's our 6'6" small forward, Mason Abatin, who's at Palo Verde. Coming in at number 8, speaking of shooters, this guy's going to land somewhere in my top shooters in the state list when it comes out next month. It's Kevin Wilkins, 6'4", small forward from Valley. I mean, the biggest question is he a small forward or a shooting guard? As a shooter, I don't think there's any question. The next step for him will remain his ability to create 1v1 situations for himself. Also, what I saw at the Expo was a much more athletic player. Wilkins did a good job of playing above the rim, so I'm really excited to see what this second year holds. He's playing for a really, really good Valley squad. That's Kevin Wilkins, Kevan. 6'4", small forward from Valley. Now coming in at number 7, this is our potential human highlight reel. He's going to be featured as some of my high flyer articles. Andrew Miller. Miller is a high jumping, above the rim athlete that can also stroke the ball from outside the 3-point line. His ability to shoot and jump makes him a perfect candidate to be a big time 3-and-D player. He's going to also be at Palo. Very interesting to see how he and Abatin look together playing at Palo. I have him listed at 6'3". That's what he was listed as the last time I saw him. However, who knows? If he hits a little growth spurt, you could be looking at 2 big time wings over there for Palo Verde. Coming in at number 6, Javon Yappy. Yappy's a terrific player. He drops a little bit in the ranking, not so much due to anything he didn't do, much more due to the play of some of the players ahead of him. I was really impressed when I saw Yappy this summer. I've got to get an official height because I think he's a little bit taller than 5'11" now. The last time I saw him, handle elite, wiggle elite, shoots the ball well off the bounce. He's a really dynamic point guard. That's our number 6 player, Javon Yappy, 5'11" PG from Durango. Coming in at number 5, Nick Cookie Monster Jefferson. Nick is one of the best defensive players regardless of class, and he's a terrific two-way player. I really like that Nick shows up big against big-time competition. He proved that huge game he had in Section 7 against some top guards. Also shoots the ball well. Doesn't get enough credit for his ability to create offensively. He comes in at number 5 on our list. That's Nick Jefferson, 6-foot point guard from Bishop Gorman. Number 4, CJ Shaw. Shaw's had a remarkable rise. You know, I always looked at him as a guy that was just a scorer, but he's added a little more to his game when I've seen him recently. Gets out and he does score the ball going downhill, finishing in transition. But take a look at his athletic ability when you check him out this year. Starting to play above the rim with ease. Dynamic shooting guard that can get by anybody with a first step. And now he's added a little bit of wiggle and bounce to his game. That's our number 4 player, CJ Shaw. Now coming in at number 3, Mason Brown, 6'1", point guard from Durango. Love Mason Brown's game and his IQ. One of the smartest players we have in the state. A lot of people say that he is a 2 guard. I'm fine with that. I have him pegged as a point guard, partly because of his ability and willingness to distribute the basketball. He's not a 3-point shooter, but he's one of the best mid-range shooters that we have. And then overall, when you combine his size when he has the ball in his hands with his ability to pass the basketball and create for others, along with his ability to knock down little jump shots for himself, he's a very, very versatile offensive weapon. And that's number 3, Mason Brown, 6'1", point guard for Durango. Coming in at number 2, Big T Bartlett, 6'10", center for Coronado. Bartlett is a transfer from Southern California. When he enters in, usually guys don't come in this high unless they come in with a big-time reputation, and that's Bartlett. I actually got to see a lot of T over the summer in a couple of different events. Big body, low post banger with sweet feet. He's got a ton of offers right now on the table, including UNLV and USC. Interested to see how he fits in to his team's offense this year. That's our number 2 player, T Bartlett, 6'10", center. Now, our number 1 player in the class of 2025 recently released updated rankings is Chris Nwoli. Chris is a 6'7", small forward from Bishop Gorman. High jumper, high flyer, high energy, high motor, high everything, high academic. He's just a high talented player. Plays with a lot of heart, chip on his shoulder. What I'm actually looking for now is I already have checked off the boxes of his intangibles, which are his motor and his energy. Now I'm looking for his skill set to evolve. When I evaluated Nwoli as a young player, he really struck me with his ability to pass the ball and his ability to create. He is a small forward, but do not get it twisted. He is developing ball skills every day, and once he does that, it's over. Still developing his jump shot. However, I'm looking to see the leap that he makes from year 1, where he was mostly playing off of that energy, to year 2, when he's going to be counted on to use some of those skills to get buckets for one of the powerhouse programs in the state. That's my top 10. This was a short clip. Be on the lookout. Follow me on IG at Bruce Prep Hoops. Don't forget to go to Twitter at 7-Ounce B-Ball Club 1. Remember, coming up Sunday, October 30th, we've got the middle school combine. Space is limited and we are almost filling up. So please make sure to get those registration forms either sent out or sent back in so you can lock your spot down to one of the premier middle school combines. I'll say anywhere, but I'm biased, but certainly here in town. That's all for me.